Lady, get him off! Get him off! Get him off! No! Oh! Ow! Ow!
One thing that we want to make clear is that we obviously put a lot online about the bite work that we do because we're super inspired about, you know, making really badass dogs. But we don't show a lot of the behind the scenes of all the obedience and making these dogs super livable. Right now, Luka is going to be the next one to leave. Like I said, he is currently living in our house. He sleeps out with us. He's around all of our other dogs. My sister lives with us. She has 2 little cockapoos. We have a French bulldog and 2 Malinois. So there's lots of dogs in the house, lots of chaos. Having them just be a part of everyday life is super, super important. And then also adding in the extra stuff, matching the right dog with the right person and training the dog to each specific person's lifestyle. Luka, like I said, he's going to a young family they have 3 other dogs and they have 2 young kids. So making sure that he's good with chaos, good with toys, good with strollers, good with screaming, good with loud noises is super, super important. Plus the same extreme protection that they all have. So having that balance is where it gets super tricky, both with training and selecting the right dog. Selecting the right dog is probably the most important part, is finding a dog that can and will die for you, but then also be livable and be safe and love your children. What I'm going to show here is we try to make it as easy as possible, and we don't want the new owners to have to change the way that they naturally are. So once we're getting into the finishing stages, we take away training vest because that adds a lot of help. It gets them into training mode. We take away the training vest. I'm not going to hold the remote in my hand. If I need to give him a correction because he veers off a little bit or forces ahead, I can just reach down and hit the button here on my remote and clip my pants. But limiting how much help we give is super important. I'm going to still communicate with him because he's off leash, and that's part of having an off leash dog, is still giving that communication. When I'm pushing the stroller, I'm going to limit the amount that I'm actually reaching down and petting him because it's less likely that a mom is going to be able to focus on, you know, petting the dog. Let's say, like, even giving treats. Like, we don't deliver any dogs that need treats or toys. We train them all so that at the end of training, they're off leash and all they need is verbal and physical praise. So I'm going to show here just giving that verbal praise and how it encourages him and keeps him engaged. So after those corners, that's where I'm going to give that praise. Good boy. Chill. We're going to same thing. Him coming into the position from different angles. With me. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. So, right now we're going to work on extreme stays, and what we consider extreme stays is, like, right now he's currently in a down. Our down command is chill, so he's in a chill. He's just hanging out. What I'm going to do is he's just going to be here. I'm going to dump this bucket of toys. I'm going to start screaming, jumping around. He gets up. I'm going to give him aggression. So we're just working through extreme stays. I'm going to start throwing toys, being crazy, jumping over him. We want to show him this in multiple different pictures. This is more of a training picture, but like I said, in the house, same type of training where he's laying on his bed, the other dogs are playing, like my French bulldog, she likes to take toys, bring them up into their face, like jump on their face and be crazy. And so I let her do it because it's perfect for training. I want them to get used to dogs that are just crazy and out of control. So it's perfect to have a dog that is so helpful with that. So what we're going to do now is just work on the extreme stays. We're going to have some other people come out and just, you know, help with that, with noise, with screaming, with jumping, trying to get out of it. And we're hoping that he breaks it so that we have something to correct. If we have nothing to correct, then, you know, there's not much that we can do. We want to show him, hey, if you get excited, you get up, you get a correction, and show him, hey, down means down. Sit means sit, with me is with me. All the commands have implied stays. So if they break those commands, they're going to get a correction. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good. There you got a correction. Good boy. Obviously, in training, we still want to make him feel good. So he does good. I gave him a couple corrections. Then he stopped himself when I was still waving the toy in his face. So I'm letting him know, hey, like that was a good job. That's what we're looking for. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, bud. Hey, Luka. Hey. Good. That got a correction because of that movement. Luka. Good boy. That got a correction because of that movement where he wanted to turn towards me. Luka. Good boy! Good boy! See the automatic down there. Okay, so this is my sister Arya. She helps with pretty much everything, but she does help us a lot with sabotaging dogs and testing dogs because she's not a trainer, but we have taught her how to handle a finished dog, so she is used to handling them. She handles them a lot, like in the house, and a lot of them will stay out with her. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna work on some sabotage with him, 2 people, screaming, jumping, throwing toys. That's important. Okay, that's it. Okay. So far, I was surprised we haven't had to correct him yet, but he did pick his elbow up a tiny bit, so I gave a correction for that. We'll point it out in the video. That pickup of the elbow. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Another thing that we teach all dogs is easy with the palm out automatically means to slow down your pace, whether that is when you're calling them to you or they're just a little too excited in general. So we'll demonstrate that now. We work on this a lot with families who have young kids, like we're talking about in this video, because they are big dogs. Luka is 108 pounds. He's a big boy, so they obviously are still a dog and they can get excited, especially they love to work. So when mom, let's say, calls them and he comes running over, super motivated, wanting to, follow through, and maybe little sister or brother is right there, it's important that they also have an off switch when it comes to just slowing down. So easy, palm out, automatically, they reduce their speed. So we'll demonstrate that now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Luka in a down all the way on this other side of the field here. I want him to be far enough away that he's really gonna pick up speed. Then I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna recall him and tell him come here. He's gonna be running. And when I see him really like coming in hot, that's when I'll tell him easy. He'll slow down his pace and then follow through with the recall and come to my side. Okay, so like I said, put him in a down. I'm gonna recall him when I see him get up to a good speed. I'm gonna have him slow down and then he'll follow through with coming into the recall. Come here. Good boy. Easy. Good boy. Good boy. Chill. Now let's just show it like going shorter distances. Obviously he's going super fast. Like there's not many times that you would have your dog, or a normal person other than a trainer would have their dog down that far away and then recall them while you're standing completely still. So let's just work on a more realistic recall. Maybe he's not in a down, he's just free. I recall him, tell him easy, he slows down. Break. Come here. Come here. Good. Easy. It's all about being calm with the entry that they come into your space. Break. 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 Come on, guys. Break. Break. Come here. Easy. All right, last thing that we're gonna show is him playing ball. When we tell him to out the ball, he automatically lays down, you pick up the ball, and then tell him to go retrieve the ball again. Another side note that I wanna add to this video is that the only balls that we use are the XL Chuck It, or a ball that is on a rope. With working dogs, it is super dangerous to use either a small ball or a ball that does not have a rope. We have seen multiple people, thankfully it's never happened to us, but that have used a small ball and it's gotten lodged in the back of these dogs' throat. These dogs go at everything with 110%. So when they're, and you'll see this here, he's tired, he's been training for probably 45 minutes now, and he's still gonna go 110% for this ball. They get all slobbery, and as they jump and launch to bite the ball, they can get lodged. So it's important to have a ball that he can't swallow. Like this is it next to his head. He can't get this lodged in the back of his throat. If you do have a ball that's any smaller than this, so important to have a rope. So if it does get stuck, you can pull it out. We recommend the XL Chuck It. They're like super safe for your dogs, working dogs. You see 110%. He's been out for 45 minutes and he's giving everything he's got to go get this ball. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, done. Done. So there, he needed a correction. He did not automatically lay down. Brinks. And there, I'm going to tell him to brinks, which is the command to retrieve it before, because I don't want to throw it and then have him break his down. So brinks, he's allowed to get up and then go retrieve the ball. Good boy. Done. Good boy, he did it perfectly that time. Brinks. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Done. Good boy. Brinks. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Another thing that I can add, this isn't a common problem with our clients, but just to add it into working dogs in general, is your dog will go even when he really shouldn't go anymore. So like right now, I see he's tired. It's maybe 80 degrees outside here. It's super windy. It's overcast. It's not super hot outside, but we want to, keep them healthy and not push them too far, because they don't know when to stop themselves. He's not going to be like, all right, I'm done. He'll keep going and kill himself just to go get a ball. So it's also just keeping your dog safe and knowing that, hey, all right, he's cooked, he's done, he needs to take a break, and ending it on that note instead of going too far. Okay, so we hope you guys like the in-depth video showcasing what we do for training to prepare the dogs for our clients who have young kids, small kids. Just to recap, we showcased the extreme stays, walking with a stroller, easy to slow down whatever pace that they're going at, and the automatic down when you tell them to drop the ball. So if you guys have any questions about the dogs, about the training, about how we do it, about why we do it, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you have anything that you'd like to see, again, leave it in the comments. We want to show anything that you guys want to see and train the best dogs. So see you in the next one.